Welcome. It's time to talk about how we're going to start powering up and attracting our tribe to us. There's a whole lot of information that you're going to learn around attracting clients and around marketing using the soul method that works really well for purpose-driven women like us for building empires that really actually truly serve people. But there are three bedrock foundational things that you need to understand before we move here. The way that we're going to operate in this next decade is entirely different to how we operated in the last decade. And that's why things are shifting. Like, you can feel it, right? Like, the power is really starting to shift in the world. We were in the caveman era, and then we moved into agriculture where we all lived off the land, and then we moved into the industrial area where we all worked in the cities, and we've gone through a whole lot of changes. And I feel that we are ready for the next shift. And that's why you're starting to feel restless. That's why you're starting to feel powered up. You don't know where the power's coming from. You don't know what to do with it, or you might feel capped off or restricted, or you might feel a complete lack of power. But all of those things are a catalyst for change, and you're doing this program because you feel that. You really feel that it's time for things to change. There are clues everywhere of things changing, and it's our time. It really is our time. I feel like us women that are soul driven, that are purpose driven, we're here to change the world and change the energy in the world and improve things in the world. It really is our responsibility to help people shift into this new era. And there are three things that are going to allow you to be that person. And those three things are surrounding yourself with the right tribe. It's really, really important. If you're not around the right energy, because you do work in energy, even if you don't actually realize it yet, even if that feels a little bit frightening to admit to yourself yet, you do work in energy. The whole world is energy. There actually is nothing but energy. The whole world is made up of carbon. When you stop to think about that, it really does start to expand your mind a little bit. Carbon and energy. So the people that you hang around with, your tribe, the people that give you advice, the people that you see, the people that you allow into your life, all of those people make a really strong difference, especially when you actually start opening yourself up to being your true self. You need to actually ensure that you're hanging around the people with the right energy. So we're going to do a whole lesson on that and give you some ideas on how you can start to attract the right energy into your life. The second part of that is that you need to be living a helliest life. It's also to do with energy. All of them are to do with energy. But in living a helliest life, what you really need to think about is when you live a helliest life, like when there are exciting things in your life and you're leaping out of bed with excitement, you're attracting that kind of energy to you. But if one part of your life is squashed and small, and another part of your life is big and expansive, there is too much of a step in the energy, and it's really hard work to get up there, and then you crash back down, and then really hard work to get up again, and that's why you're exhausted. That's when you're like, oh my God, I just don't know if I can do this for another day. You're completely overwhelmed because your life is out of balance. So not only are we going to talk about life balance, but we're going to talk about how we can actually get a helliest life, because you can and you should and you must have a helliest life. The thing that I ask you to ask yourself is if Netflix and what you're watching on there is much more exciting than what you've got planned in your own life in a month's time, it's time to shake things up. And I'm going to show you just how to do that. The final thing is communicating authentically. If you're not actually fully integrated in being yourself, if you're not connected to your soul and being truthful, then it's starting to come across like people are starting to notice and to choose who to work with and who to follow in this world and who to give their money to based on energy. And a lot of the problem with the marketing that we see in the world today is we've downloaded all these freebies and they've gone, you need to do this and to take their pain point and then do this and then do that. But the trouble is we're not showing up authentically. We're uncomfortable with those things because it's fear-based marketing, and we don't believe in fear. We believe in love and energy and helping the world. But that fear-based marketing has created so many problems in the world already. I mean, look at the anxiety in our kids. I mean, I don't personally know any children who don't feel anxious. And that worries the hell out of me. It really does. Like, what is going to be left of the world, or what is the world going to operate like if we don't actually start to shift this energy? So it is really, really important that we communicate in a way that we feel comfortable with and that our tribes will resonate with. Because if we're trying to do marketing in a way that actually isn't us, then people don't trust us and they're not going to work with us. So what I'm trying to say in that very long roundabout way is that people will work with you because they trust you. And unless you trust yourself, other people aren't going to trust you. So this is about really connecting to your message and your story, because you have one inside you, trust me. It's there. We've just got to find it. And then we're going to help you to be brave enough to communicate that. Like, it might sound crazy. I mean, even just 2 years ago, I wouldn't have got onto a video or done a course or done lives or gone onto Facebook saying, business is all about energy. I would have gone, oh my God, people are going to think I'm crazy. And now, do you know what? I don't care who thinks I'm crazy, because I know this is true. So I'm trying to get you to a place where you can acknowledge that what is true for you and start going out there and communicating that, because that is what will make a difference in your business. So let's get into this module. Let's get cracking. There's 3 lessons in this, and it'll be 1 lesson on each with some activities for you to do. I hope you have fun.